Future. We're in stewardship campaign season, and this year's theme is Back to the Future. I love that. I love that series of movies. I remember back to previous years when I've stood up here during stewardship season. One year I asked for increased pledges for our live stream equipment. All of a sudden, remember why? We needed to live stream our services. We had a very generous outpouring of gifts from you all. Thank you for that. We were able to really bump up our technology, and we're still doing a pretty good job with that, so thank you. Another year, last year, I stood up here, I asked for increased pledges for guest musicians. We've really enjoyed having a lot of professional, really high-quality talent share their gifts with us. It brings us great joy, deep meaning, really wonderful addition to some of our special services. This year, present tense, here I am again, and our focus this year is increasing accessibility in all areas of the church, especially, including worship, and our most obvious is right here with us this morning, lovely Renee Berteau. Thank you, Renee. She's our American Sign Language interpreter. She's coming about every other week. It's wonderful to be able to offer our worship services to the deaf and hard of hearing community so that they can share God's love, participate in God's love, learn of God's love. There are very few other churches in the area that offer sign language interpretation. So naturally, we want to offer this every week throughout the year, next year. So that's a big part of why we're asking for increase in pledges. We also hope to encompass the whole area of church in an accessibility kind of inventory, see what else we could be doing to up this important area. We might not even know what holes do we have in our offerings, in our ministries. Now, if this speaks to you, please come see me or Michelle Schoonmaker after this. We'd love to have more people on this accessibility team to help carry out this work. We, of course, really want to lean into the God's love embraces all concept that we've been working on for years now. Okay, also, so we're asking for a slight increase in our pledges to support this new aspect, but we need to maintain where we are. We have technology that unfortunately breaks down a little bit, needs continuing subscriptions and licenses for the software. We want to keep having wonderful guest musicians, and that all costs money because these are professional people. We also have had some new programs that have been added, new participation in programs, which is wonderful. We enjoy having these new groups, having more participation in our groups, and we need to support those people and those programs with additional music, instruments, and to be ready for them all to do the wonderful things that we're trying to do. So if you are a recent member, please pay attention to your archive articles that come out on Friday. You get an email every Friday. You'll be able to read about these various parts of the stewardship campaign, and pay attention to the rest of the elders that are going to be up here giving you these speeches in the weeks to come. Many of you newer folks have already jumped in. That's wonderful. We're so glad to have you. If you're a longer time member, thank you so much for your continued generosity. I look forward to continuing our faith journey together, along with Renee, with Jeremiah and Sean, some of our guest musicians, our fantastic tech crew, and all the rest of us. Please pray about an amount of regular giving that you can support, your budget can sustain, and be ready to turn in your pledge card on November 19 with your commitment. Thank you.